Happy Valentine's Day to everyone watching, and of course, Monday Night Raw's just finished, and what a Raw it was if you are an Alexa Bliss fan. Oh my God, what a segment. This is things you might have missed, and before we get started, make sure you've liked the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too, it's free. Alexa Bliss is the sixth woman. She is in the chamber match at Elimination Chamber. Winner will face Becky Lynch or Lita for the championship at Wrestlemania. Of course, we had two huge segments of therapy sessions tonight. Really, really good. So much to unpack. They're over, and we have to look at this therapist again. I don't trust this dude at all. The fact he's dressed in all black, we've said it before, something's up with him. And something is definitely up with him after tonight. He bought out Lilly's stuffing in the first segment, the original Lilly doll. We haven't seen this, broken Lilly since Charlotte Flair destroyed the doll. And I think it was this Extreme Rules or something like that. And Alexa Bliss seemed fine with it. She didn't seemingly freak out. She didn't panic. She started to. She meditated. And she seemed fine. She knew Lilly was gone. And then he pulled out the replica. And he said he had an idea. That's the interesting part here. This wasn't Alexa Bliss's craziness. This was the therapist. Now, we come back later on. And Lilly is sat on the seat. This is the replica doll. And we're told the soul of Lilly now lives in this doll. And Alexa Bliss must keep Lilly with her at all times. Alexa Bliss seemingly thinks she's cured. But this therapist, the therapist going on you must keep Lilly next to you. Surely there's a reason for that. Surely there's a reason she must keep this doll with her at all times. For what? Now, Alexa Bliss going over to Newton's cradle, starting that off. I thought that was a nice little Easter egg because that's how the therapy session started. Kind of a little bit like life is a circle. The whole therapy sessions turned Alexa Bliss around, and now, after a few handshakes, she thinks she's cured. But she talked to Lilly, who she didn't think was real 5 minutes ago. And then we got all these flashbacks from evil Alexa Bliss as the Evil Is Mine was playing her dark theme song, which, by the way, WWE tweeted the GIF out for. So that's definitely something they wanted us to acknowledge and something to remember. And she said, there's a mystery sixth spot still open in the Elimination Chamber, and that's hers. So we did get the clarification. Alexa Bliss is in the chamber. I'm torn on this because I really thought Bianca was going to win. Now I think Alexa can, because you don't do this and then not have her win. It's going to be very interesting because obviously we know this doll is a replica. Is she going to have any persuasion over Alexa? Is Alexa going to continue to talk to her? I don't know, man. WWE are smart though. They know that Lilly doll sells and they're keeping it around. And with this image of a devil actually in that GIF, that moment, there's something dark and something brewing. Elimination Chamber is must watch. Now, obviously, we started Raw with the WWE Champion, Lashley, and of course, MVP by his side. Something I noticed is we haven't actually had any clarification on what Lashley could do for Mania. But MVP did Steiner math. He was talking about percentages and all this stuff. Could that be a sign of a Bron Breakker feud? I know it sounds daft, but NXT and main roster at the moment are doing their thing. Now, other entrants for the Chamber came out. And yes, Brock Lesnar was the final one. The Beast used Austin Theory as a coat hanger and then turned his attention to Lashley. Oh boy, if these two clash in the chamber, that could be fun. Of course, Austin Theory made the dumbest mistake of his life, tried to attack Brock Lesnar. Brock actually went and got a selfie with Austin Theory, which I thought was hilarious. Of course, this is a different Brock Lesnar to what we've ever seen before. And I love these kind of comedy moments with Brock. But something you may not have seen is Austin Theory actually took a selfie wearing Brock Lesnar's hat moments before. It wasn't shown on TV, so I thought I had to include that. That's hilarious. But while we're talking about Brock Lesnar, today he was on the Pat McAfee show. and Pat McAfee got the best out of Brock. Brock beat up the table, destroyed microphones, everything, but he answered questions about everything. But first, did you know there's legit Brock Lesnar blend of seasoning? That's a genuine thing. But he spoke about his time in WWE, UFC. He spoke about having the best time of his life right now. And he even told us why he has a ponytail. And it's because his kids, his boys, told him that he wouldn't. So he went and did it anyway. I love Brock Lesnar, man. So the breaking news during Raw was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Of course, this wasn't on Raw. This was shared by Fightful and Sean Ross Sapp that Stone Cold could be having a WrestleMania match. Not appearance, match. In the same breath, Kevin Owens, they had a poll. Does Kevin Owens like Texas? And then he told us he doesn't. Kevin Owens hates Texas. Funny you hate Texas at the time when the Texas Rattlesnake is about to maybe potentially return to the WWE for a WrestleMania match in Texas. But while we're on it, The Rock teased on Twitter that he could be coming back. Of course, he was talking about his Super Bowl appearance, and someone said they wasn't happy with the fact he didn't pause after saying the millions. I loved that, by the way. And he said the pause is coming soon. So does that mean The Rock's coming back soon? Now, a lot of you actually asked me to talk about this. Now, Randy Orton was talking about delivering the 3 most dangerous letters in sports entertainment, the R, and then, of course, his facial expression changed. And everyone wondered, oh my God, what did he see? Unfortunately, he was just watching the telly, and on the telly was kind of the toga party. And I think he was just a little bit creeped out by it all. And I think that's unfortunately all it is. I'd love to say it was Rambling Rabbit, though. We had a new match added to Elimination Chamber, Rey Mysterio versus The Miz. I think Rey Mysterio's winning. I don't think there's anything more to that. But we did get some huge news about Elias. Where the F is Elias? I've got no idea. But of course, look at this. This is a render from 2K22. And that's not his usual attire. That's the Macho Man Elias style. Cool to see. NXT superstar Tommaso Ciampa made his NXT call-up debut, maybe? Not really. He's progressing the feud that he's got going on. It started on NXT with Dolph Ziggler, and it progressed tonight on Raw. It's a bit of advertisement for NXT. He threw a drink in Dolph Ziggler's face, so definitely a moment to remember for sure. It is interesting that they used, obviously, the red graphic. It's Raw. Normally they would put an NXT thing there sometimes, not all the time. But a lot of people say maybe he's getting called up. I think he is going to be, just not yet. We also found out today Ron Simmons will be the next guest on the Broken Skull sessions with Stone Cold. A lot of Stone Cold news today, like that. And of course, we have to touch on the fact Adam Pearce was wearing a heart tie. Oh, Valentine Adam Pearce. You deliver all the Valentines, because you're Postman Pearce, and then you still have time to spread the joy. Bianca Belair, her attire was full hearts and Valentine style, whereas Otis decided to go for funny knee pads. What the hell is that? I love that. But don't worry, because I'm pretty sure Miz and Maurice are going to be having a really good Valentine's night tonight. They were smooching all the time. WWE's It Couple. And then you had the other couple, as Dana Brooke was left to pick up the bill after Reggie pinned her on Valentine's Day for the 24/7 championship. Oh, the humanity. Now, I can't lie, okay? I missed half of this segment, but I don't know what was going on. Becky and Lita did the contract signing, and Becky just walked off in a huff. She's like a teenager who didn't get her own way. I don't know what that was about. If someone could let me know in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. But we also had the women's gauntlet tonight, and the final entrant was Bianca Belair, and Bianca Belair won it. Therefore, she will be the final person in the Elimination Chamber match on Saturday. Again, Rhea Ripley from start to finish had a great showing, and I'm really happy with this gauntlet match. I think this was pretty much a match of the night over many matches, but everyone sort of had a moment in it. Liv Morgan debuting brand new gear, which looked great. Obviously, just ahead of her theme song coming out. Watch Me's coming out very soon, so if you didn't know that, that news is right there for you. I loved Raw tonight. I honestly thought Raw was a solid show. The Alexa Bliss stuff definitely tops it up for me. So 9 out of 10. Very solid show. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like the video, share the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, you'll never miss an upload, and I'll see you next time. Peace!